In my career, Dasara is the most difficult film, physically, mentally. Shine Tom Chacko, very unpredictable.
Yes.
You don't know when he might flip and all that. He does that so well. A lot of people ask me if I'm a fan of Silk Smita in the film or something. Last couple of years, most number of films which were bought for remake rights are Malayalam films. Now people will hear that it's a good film, they'll all come. But good films come very rarely. Nazria will kill me if I don't say her name.
Was there like some kind of connection with Pushpa?
And this guy can't be wearing neat clothes and all that in the Coleman's area. So it is just that I really like how Prithviraj proved his direction skills. So I also want to have a great filmography like Kamal Hassan sir.
Which you can
Which is not possible. Which is not by me, not to any actor in the world, it's not possible.
തെലുങ്ക് സൂപ്പർ താരവും മലയാളികൾക്ക് ഏറെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട നടനുമായിട്ടുള്ള നാനിയാണ് ഇന്ന് മീഡിയ വണ്ണിൽ നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ഉള്ളത്. വെൽക്കം.
Thank you.
When it comes to you, it doesn't feel like I'm interviewing somebody from another industry or anything. I think that's where Malayalis connect with you. മലയാളികൾക്ക് നിങ്ങൾ വളരെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട നമ്മളുടെ കണക്ട് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡോർ പയ്യനാണെന്നുള്ളൊരു ഇമേജ് ഉണ്ട്. മേ ബി ദാറ്റ്സ് വൈ യുവർ ടൈറ്റിൽ നാച്ചുറൽ സ്റ്റാർ ഇസ് ക്വയറ്റ് സംവെയർ വി ഓൾസോ കണക്ട് വിത്ത് ദാറ്റ്. യു ആർ എ നാച്ചുറൽ സ്റ്റാർ. But when it's a title given to you by the audience and the industry. But when you see your name with natural star Nani, what does that make you feel? How does you feel? And when you are coming to the industry, there are different kind of star and different kind of titles there. You wanted to have anything in particular? Some other title?
No. Actually, I never wanted a title like that.
Nani was quite fine.
Nani is fine. Absolutely fine. I was actually running away from it. And generally, when I've started off my career, the initial films, me in the media and on the social media, people who liked me, fans and all of them, started calling me natural actor. In Telugu, they used to call me Sahajanatudu. Sahajanatudu means a natural actor. So they just used to call, whenever they used to call me onto the stage or something, they used to say, natural actor Nani, please come onto the stage and all that. So that became a normal thing. And when I did this film called Bale Bale Magadi Boy, which is a big, huge blockbuster, in that film, in the opening titles, the director of that film, and it's a funny film, it's a hilarious film. Okay, so in the titles of that, director said, "Sir, I'm putting not natural actor, I'm putting natural star in before your name." I was like, "Sir, why? What do you mean? I don't want all these star tags and all." Then he said, "No, sir, it will be nice, sir. You are known as natural actor, and it's also funny film, sir, and all that." He said. So in my head, I thought, the scene where I get introduced and the name comes is a funny scene. Okay. So now somebody will be saying, "Who is this guy? Looks very interesting or weird." That kind of comment, and it's my introduction, and then it says natural, sir. So then I thought, might look funny, so maybe everybody will enjoy. But they loved that so much. The film and even the title, so the love continued. So even I thought it is funny, but the audience who saw it, they loved it, and with love they started calling me our natural star, or they started owning up that title. So after a point, I kept telling, after that, for few films, I kept telling my directors, "No, don't put all the tags and all that. I don't want." I've realized directors also started loving it, that what is so wrong? We are calling with love only, So then after a point, it felt like if I'm saying no, it's like rejecting their love. So it felt like, okay, if you strongly feel it is okay, then keep it, let it be. So now it doesn't bother me. Initially, I used to be like, what is that tag? And anybody, there's any star is a natural star, right? Generally, if any original star is a naturally created, there won't be any artificial star or anything like that. So it felt weird initially, but no, I look at it as a
token of love from the people.
Like that is what they named me, with love. So why should I think too much about it?
Okay, so natural stars next movie Dasara is coming, and I think ഫാൻസിനും ഓഡിയൻസിനൊക്കെ ആ മൂവിയെ കാത്തിരിക്കാൻ ദേ ഹാവ് സോ മെനി എക്സ്പെക്ടേഷൻ ബിക്കോസ് budget is there one part, and we are hearing news about you getting narrowly escaping from accidents while shooting, and all those things are there, and your look is quite interesting. You look very rough and tough. You have done action movies, but this much rough look is not
This is very raw, very extremely raw.
very raw, very raw. And your actions, and in the last scene in the, you know, in the teaser where we can see you're holding the knife and putting this, it's like, it's quite interesting. And so these are the facts the audience is looking up for your dream project. But I think there must be, for an actor, there must be some other reasons for you to look up, to call that it's your dream project. So what would you say that why it is a dream project for you?
Every project of mine is a dream project for me. I cannot put one film above another film, because I feel films, for me what films are is every time I'm creating a memory to the audience and to myself, which will last more than my lifetime, or more than it'll even 100 200 years from now, we won't be there. Whichever film we are working, that film will be there. So for me, there is huge respect for the memory we are creating, and it's a very, it is something, it's just not about that Friday, that weekend, how it ran, box office, or that's all important, no doubt about that. But more than that, it is something very special we are creating every time for me, which every film. If you would have worked, if you didn't work, that is all okay. But for me, it is very, on a very spiritual level, cinema is very important for me. So every film is a dream project if I look at it that way. So Dasara is the current dream project.
Okay.
So definitely, like you said, there is but more than other films, because of the backdrop, because of the coal mine setup, because of the look, because of the makeup, because of the layering, this is a very difficult film. In my career, Dasara is the most difficult film, physically, mentally. It's very taxing because it's an intense film, and the places we shot, actual coal mines, when there was heat, there was smoke coming under our feet and all that, in extreme heat, in summer, and then in the dust where we couldn't, we were coughing for a couple of months because of the dust, inhaled. So it's a very taxing film, but also very satisfying film, because after all this hard work, when you see the output and you're like, oh, we did this film, it's a good feeling.
Like you said, you know, there are so many things that you look up for Dasara. You told everything, but I think Malayalis look up for Dasara for one more reason, I guess, because we see there is Kirti Suresh and Shine Tom Chok. Our own people are also there. And with Kirti Suresh, I think it's your second movie with her, and Shine Tom Chako, your first movie working with him. So we are like eager to know ഷൈൻ ടോം ചാക്കോൻ്റെ ഒപ്പവും കീർത്തി സുരേഷിൻ്റെ ഒപ്പമുള്ള നിങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു അഭിനയ മുഹൂർത്തങ്ങൾ, ആൻഡ് യുവർ പെർഫോമൻസ് ആൻഡ് യുവർ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസസ് വിത്ത് ദം.
Kirti's family now for me, like very close friend. She's like, we always keep talking, and even after our first film was a blockbuster, and after that it's been so many years, but we never lost touch. We always used to speak to each other, and then when Dasara came up our way, we were like so thrilled, because we wanted to do something away from Nain local always. But a film like this, which is all heart and also very away from Nain local, we thought is the perfect comeback for both of us to, you know, come together and act. So now I think Kirti's role also you will love in Dasara. I think it'll be one of her most special roles in her career, I'm sure. And then there is Shine Tom Chako. I have seen. I watched a lot of Malayalam films during the lockdown and all that. And then after a couple of films, I started loving them so much that I watched it back to back, all kinds of films. And in that, then I found this guy acting so well, and they said.
Did you suggest him, or was it from the director's side?
No, initially I think we both discussed at the same time. He also said that. I also said he'll be very nice, and. So I watched a lot of films where he was brilliant, and then we thought somebody in that place called Veerlapalli, which is the world we created in Dasara. In that place, there should be a guy who looks like a normal guy.
Okay.
but he should be a Ravanasura in the head. So there should be one eerie energy. There should be something very intimidating about him. He should look like a normal guy, but you should think twice to
When
go
you
near
were-
him.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, and when we saw this his films, Ishq and Tallumala,
Tallumala, yeah. Okay.
all these films he got
Yeah,
in that energy.
he's like
nice.
that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very common
interesting,
guy,
very
but what he
interesting
does
body
is-
language, very unpredictable.
Yes.
You don't know when he might flip and all that. He does that so well. So we thought he's the right guy. And we knew he will be very well, but I think he exceeded our expectation.
There is one more thing about Silk Smita. I saw in that poster, and towards the end of the teaser also, her charismatic eyes are there.
Yeah.
But you haven't. I mean, in teaser there is no other clue about how her presence is there in the movie. Silk Smithയെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് ഇപ്പം പുതിയ എഴുത്തുകളും new narratives are coming about her, how important she was and all. So can you say, like, can you elaborate if it's not a very well kept
No,
secret or anything?
Nothing, absolutely. I think it is. The reason is a lot of people ask me if I'm a fan of Silk Smita in the film or something like that. No, it has
Nothing
nothing
like
to do with. So in this Veerlapalli village, it is a hub. It is next to the coal mines. This village. So everybody from the village works in coal mines only. And coal mines is a very difficult place to work.
Yeah.
So in that village, everybody needs to drink alcohol. Because without drinking, they can't go and work. Because they won't become numb. So, and only one bar is there for the village. So the bar controls. The bar is the power hub. And the bar's name is Silk Bar. Because there's a painting of Silk Smita on the bar.
Okay, that's
So
how
it's a
she
very
is.
important part of the film. So that's how that whole poster, that design came. Yeah.
And it's so beautiful to watch that poster.
Yeah,
also.
I know,
You
that's-
have, I mean, whoever the designer is, have
Yeah.
captured the
Yeah, it's so-
charisma of her eyes.
Yeah, totally.
And when I was watching the teaser and I was like talking to my friends also, they said, was there like some kind of connection with Pushpa? Because like we call Allu Arjun's movie and Pushpa, and there is some way the movies, maybe the plot or maybe your rough and tough look, somewhere there is
Nothing.
something.
It's just, I think it's just the fact that somebody is wearing a lungi and a banyan, because we rarely get those films which are rooted and which are from the.
Yeah, okay. Maybe,
Most of
yeah.
the time we see nice cool clothes and stuff like
Yeah, very
that. So
super
that's
guys.
all normal. So very rarely we get that, and they are very distinct away from that, no. So when you March 30th, after you watch the film, those films world and this world is
It's
not
entirely
even
different.
1% connection. This is an immediate look connection.
Yeah,
Obviously,
maybe the
messy
hair
hair, the
and
beard, and all that.
the
Obviously, we
beard,
have to do. Like this guy can't be clean shaven in the coal mines area and all that, and this guy can't be wearing neat clothes and all that in the coal mines area. So it is just that. Otherwise, the world, the emotion, the pace, the drama, the mood, everything is something else.
Like you said, you rarely get chances to do the characters that are rooted in the society or rooted in the very raw level. But your films, your filmography is quite interesting. Though you have done very romantic movies and comedy movies, it's an element that is repeating in your movies. But there is something quite refreshing about it. Maybe the recent film Sundaran
Shyam Singh Roy.
or before the Shyam Singh Roy, there is romance, there are emotions. That's what
Every Indian film will
every
have.
Indian film will have.
Yeah.
But there is something quite refreshing about it. There is some point
Some
where we
unique
can,
idea.
there is something uniqueness. So I also wanted to know whether you were coming to the film industry, these were the kind of movies you wanted to do, and add to that. But your 25th movie, V, was a complete action-packed thriller, and this movie is also an completely rooted in very rough, raw action. So are you deliberately making a career, like image shift or anything?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. I think I've done action films before also, before this, where it was
Yes,
a big
you have
hit.
done, yeah.
Main Local was a big hit. MCA was an action film, it moved, it was a very big hit. And even the fun films which I did, Gentleman had an action mode, thriller though. It had even Krishnagadi Veerapremada, which has a little, fun mood, but also ends in a very solid action note. So it is me trying out different films. So in this phase of time, if I do two action films back to back, it might look like I'm shifting career. Or now after two action films, if I do two, family films, then it might look again like a career
Yeah.
shift. So it is just a choice of films at that point of time. But I'll constantly keep changing. If I'm in one zone, and if I shift into another zone, you can call it, image shift or anything.
But
I'm
it's
never
just-
going to stay in one zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are just exploring.
I am
what it-
shifting only.
Okay.
It is not one-time shift. It is like continuous shift.
Okay, that's interesting. When it comes to you and the Malayali audience, I think maybe for me, it was Iga the movie, which I know, like maybe our
Icha.
generation, Icha, yeah, to hooked up on Nani. I think because the movies and the songs of that movies are still in favorite playlist of many. And whenever you come to Kerala, maybe you can see the audience connecting you with the movie.
No. First, when Icha released itself, first time they owned me.
Yes.
They said our boy only.
Okay.
Yeah, I think even now I get a lot of love for all these films I've done afterwards. Anything comes in. Now last time Aha Sundar and all that, they were along with Telugu on top trending. They were Malayalam version also on Netflix. And so all this love I feel, I'm getting it because with Icha there is a soft corner. With Icha they own me. They already said our boy. So I think
I think
I'm
could-
benefiting out of it. Yeah.
Malayalis could connect to that flies emotion because what you have done before, what you have character done before that. So you said you have been watching Malayalam movies a lot. So and there is a lot of in content and in characters. Malayalam film industry is exploring a lot of things. So what do you have to say about the present time Malayalam industry?
Oh, everybody is looking up to Malayalam cinema. It's like, from my childhood, I've watched a lot more Tamil cinema, and I'm a big fan of a lot of actors and directors there. But it took time to discover Malayalam cinema for me personally, and particularly during lockdown and COVID times, we just saw Malayalam cinema. It was like an eye-opener, and the kind of content, kind of maturity, kind of craftsmanship which is here in Malayalam cinema is like, it made everyone feel like, why are we not able to do that? We can do better, right? And it's just not me or anyone. I think across the India, across our country, people might be doing each industry will have its USP, right?
Yes, yeah.
So, Telugu cinema did some, larger than life films which went and got acclaim across India and even globally now.
Yes.
And like that each industry has. But I know for sure each industry have this huge respect for Malayalam cinema, for the share, for the maturity, for the ideas they pick up, for the sensibilities they have, for the original narrative they follow. So I think last couple of years, most number of films which were bought for remake rights are Malayalam films. Yeah.
You said you have started watching Tamil movies. I think you also have a special connection with Tamil film industry. You have done Veppam and you have acted in some cameo roles in there. And those kind of, do you feel a connection to Tamil movies, or do you want to act more in Tamil?
100%. I want to. I'm really looking for something which falls in place. I always, because I'm a big Maniratnam sir fan. So.
I think I read in your this thing. Maniratnam is the one you wanted to be.
Yeah, and Kamal sir fan. So always I had that wish to do something great there, and the audience gave me so much love. Even though I've not been doing any straight Tamil film, all my Telugu films or the dubbed into Tamil films get a lot of love from there. So I'm so thankful for now. So I just hope something nice comes up in Tamil or something nice comes up original in Malayalam. So I would like to say, do something, and yeah.
Any discussions going on?
Nothing as of now. Nothing as of now.
Like you said, Maniratnam is I have read in some of the articles about you that Maniratnam is the one who inspired you to be to come into film. സംവിധായകൻ ഡയറക്ടർ ആവാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് വരുന്നത്, and you been assisting in some movies also, then you shifted to this thing. So can we expect Nani, a film by Nani, directed by
not
Nani?
anytime soon. I had that very strong wish to tell a story, to direct a film when I was an assistant director before.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
But now I'm enjoying my job so much that I don't want to disturb this at any point. I'm loving being a part of a narrative, more than creating a narrative. I'm loving being help or a support system for someone who wants to tell a story. So now God has given me this much love and affection and strength and power to actually back good stories. So I don't want to put this aside and try to do something else. So I'm only focusing on acting now.
Recently, what one trend that we can see in Tamil cinema and as well as in Bollywood is that the like Logger cinematic universe is there. Many like the top layer stars are coming together to make a movie, and there is in Yash Raj spy universe is there where Shah Rukh Khan, Hrithik Roshan and Salman Khan is coming together. Can we expect that in Telugu movies also? Angana oru cinematic universe indavo. Superstars are coming together.
We have created one already.
Okay.
Which is called Hit
Yes, Hit, yeah.
Yeah, Hit 1, Hit 2. I'm the producer of those films.
Yes, yes.
So Hit 2 ending, in the ending, there's one cameo of mine.
Yes.
So Hit 3 will be me, and Hit 3 will be much, much bigger. And then Hit 4, Hit 5 will have, different stars. So we are trying to create an Avengers kind of a.
I think there are two movies which are like very interesting and in your career. One is from Gautam Vasudev Menon, and that bagged you the Nandi award. So I think after that movie, people were expecting you and Gautam Vasudev Menon to coming together for another movie. So Malayalis also will be interested to know that. So any hope?
I really like Gautam sir's work, and we really enjoyed working on that film. But after that also, once or twice we did discuss a couple of ideas, but nothing materialized. Something falls in place. I recently watched Gautam sir's last film with Simbu,
Simbu,
and I really liked that film.
Thanithu.
Yeah, I really liked that film, and I wish something falls in place because I really like Gautam sir's kind of cinema.
And you said a very interesting comment about commercial movies. Like, commercial movies is what holding up Indian cinema. കൊമേഴ്ഷ്യൽ സിനിമകൾ ഇല്ലായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് അത്രയും നല്ല സിനിമകൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല, തിയേറ്റേഴ്സിലേക്ക് പ്രേക്ഷകരെത്തില്ല എന്നുള്ളൊരു കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഇസ് ഓൾസോ എ ടൈം വെയർ വി usually say there is no that kind of a big difference between commercial movies and award film. You can't categorize like that. There is a narrative also like that.
Of course you can categorize it, but no, we cannot. What I meant is, what creates what are the films which are the big money spinners, which keeps the theatre system alive, which now we have like thousands of screens in our country. So all these screens have to keep running through the year. And what are the 500 crore, 400 crore, 600 crore collection films in our country? RRR,
Yes,
KGF, and all this, Pathan.
Yeah,
all these are absolute commercial entertainment. So if they don't keep the theatres alive, if this continues, and because those are the films which pull the audience to the theatre. There's no the debate will go on which is greater cinema, the content wise, but that is the whole point. Now why? Because that needs to be catering to the larger audience, and that keeps the stream running, that keeps the theatres full, that keeps the energy alive. Then we also, but it can't be that only throughout. This is also important, because this is the test for our our maturity and our understanding of little things, our sensibilities, our vulnerability also has to be explored in a different way, because as a society we are going forward. But what I meant is, this is our backbone to this business called Indian cinema, which is just flourishing big time, where across the world one of the biggest industries is Indian cinema, the Indian film industry. why are we like why is the business so bright? Because of our big commercial huge films, and they are also in a way those films running so well, and people just going to theaters regularly, and not falling out of that habit of going to the theater
Yes, when
is
the
helping
OTT,
other
yeah.
films also. Like when you make a good film, let's say if people have stopped going to the theaters, who will come to watch a good film or anything, right? So the habit is alive because of now people will hear that it's a good film, they'll all come, but good films come very rarely,
Okay.
right?
You think so?
Yeah, good films will come very rarely. I
Okay.
feel. Not every Friday you're getting a good film.
Yes.
But most like if you really say the pot boilers or the films which keep every Friday running, every Friday there should be a film which brings in audience to the theaters, because theaters have to do maintenance, survive, and that system should be stronger. So good film, and some good film in the sense is, I love commercial films which are good, which can be a combination of that. That's a perfect combination. That's ideal combination. That comes once in a while, like RRR and all that, where I feel the emotion, I feel the commercial aspect of it, and also works both ways. So for me, what I'm saying is sometimes it'll look like, for you it'll look like a template film or something, but it'll work with the audience, and that is very important for the industry, because it is all it's the stream which we are all connected in some or the other way. Yeah.
So you said you are, constantly changing your comfort zones, maybe, or constantly changing what you are doing, exploring new arenas. So what is Nani's other, next exploration can we expect? Or do you hold something so dear to your heart that you want to do?
Nothing in particular, actually. I just want to, whatever they're like, oh, okay, maybe Nani will, like you said, if somebody is thinking that, oh, after this film, I think Nani will go in this direction, I just want to prove it wrong. Okay. I'll go the opposite side. That's all. So no set plan, because I myself don't know what's the future. So I don't want to decide on what I'm going to do next or what I want to do next, because every day we are seeing something new is happening. Some just before 2020 March, we never thought we'll be in a pandemic. We never thought the whole world will be in a problem together. If somebody would have said, we would have thought it's a joke. So something is changing all the time. So I don't want to make far away plans. I want to just do something I love, and I'll believe audience will also love, and I'll just take it then and there.
Thank you so much for this, but I just wanted to do a small rapid fire.
Sure.
Sure. So this is about Nani on Malayalam films. You have to answer very quickly. This is like very basic questions. Okay, so Nani Malayalam cinema കുറിച്ചിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കുന്ന ചെറിയ short answers ആണ് നമ്മൾ കേൾക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. And in this one you have to state like a very small reason also, very small one. So the first one, your favorite actor.
And this, like the senior ones or the younger ones?
Whatever, like if you want to mention senior and junior, that's fine.
As Mohanlal sir, I really like, and senior, and Fahad.
Okay. So and your favorite actress?
Nazria will kill me if I don't say her name. Okay. Nazria.
Okay. And if she is okay, do you want to name somebody else?
I really liked in the recent films. Parvati, I liked in Bangalore days. Really, she's very.
Okay, yeah. Parvati, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to say any favorite movie? Recent ones or ones you have watched before?
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
In the recent ones, one Ayappanam Koshiyam is, I really love that film. First, one of my all-time favorite films is Bangalore Days.
Do you remember which is the first Malayalam movie you watched?
Something in childhood, Mohanlal sir's only, but it was a dubbed film.
Okay.
Into Telugu, Yodha or something. Is it there? In Malayalam also, is it the same name?
Yeah, Yodha is there.
Yodha.
Oh, Yodha. Yeah.
I remember it as a kid then.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that is, I think, one of the initial films. Yeah.
Okay, then your last watched Malayalam movie?
I think it's Malayalam Kunj. Yeah.
So, if you get a chance, you said you wanted to act in Malayalam. So, if you get a chance, whom you want to work with? The director and, actors?
Oh, like I said in the interview, Anwar Rashid, or Lijo.
Yes, Lijo Jaspalisheri.
Yeah, I love his work. And then I really liked, I have no question loved, but I think director is not there, so I can't say it. And I really like how Prithviraj proved his direction skills also, yeah.
So if you ever direct a movie in Malayalam, whom will you cast in the title role? You, other than you?
Not other than me, I won't cast myself. If I'm directing, then I want to do it as a full-time job. Maybe Mohanlal sir or Mummooti sir. Yeah.
Okay, this is second segment where Nani, this is about like, Nani being personal. Just a very normal questions, okay? What does Nani love most about himself?
Transparency.
What is the first quality that you notice in a person?
Quality I notice in a person. Are they positive or not?
Positive.
Yeah.
Positive.
No, yeah. That is
Okay,
what I like.
okay, got it. Okay, so then, is there anything that you want to improve about yourself? What is the one thing, if there is anything?
I want to improve. I want to stress less.
Okay.
I think I take everyone's stress. Like if you're stressing,
Then you can.
till you calm down, I won't calm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you do when you like feel low or stressed out?
I
What is the one
watch
thing?
films
You watch films.
because for films are my escape.
Okay.
Only
Mine
films
also.
can cut my reality
Yeah.
and transform me into something else.
I do the same. Okay. So, what do you want to say to people who are feeling somewhat low in their career and want to make a career shift?
Ask yourself that is your feeling low because you still didn't succeed, or is your feeling low because you're not enjoying your work? If you're not enjoying your work there, then do the career shift. But you're feeling low because you didn't get success yet, but you still love the job, then I don't think you should be doing a career shift.
What is the one superpower you want to have?
One superpower I want to have,
Yes.
I want to make people happy.
Okay. Great. And what is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream, which I know will be forever dream, which will never become a reality, is I also want to have a great filmography like Kamal Hassan sir.
Which you can.
Which is not
definitely-
possible. Which is not by me,
Okay.
not to any actor in the world. It's not possible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.